Because you always say that we get tricked, and then suddenly Kim will be like, dude, I found the best masseuse in the world. He'll do 4.5 hours for $10. He is gay. I went. He did me for. He was like, ew. Like he was like 2 fingers. Like
no.
Yeah. Gave me the exact amount of time. Charged me full price. There was no hookups for me. I was like, no, you're getting the woman privilege on your massage. You were getting the gay man privilege.
I'll take it, dude. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice to be a girl for a moment.
Hey,
for 4 hours.
Sometimes if you get touched a little extra for a free massage, it was worth it, huh?
Yeah. No. I mean, I was paying like 80 to 100 for like 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes.
3 hours is so gay.
So gay. And he'd always ask me if I wanted drugs too. He's like, I have some cocaine, a little Molly. I'm like, no.
Some poppers. Just get your asshole loose real quick, and then I'll get in the Swedish pressure point. He's like, always found the pressure points in your tailbone. You're like, my lower back feels great. It's like, because you're being pounded out with dick. You're having gay sex for 3 hours.
That's part of the massage, Kim.
Every
That's
time
part
you
of
go.
getting massaged.
You have bad back problems. If you could get pounded out once a year for no back problems for the whole year, but you'd have to.
Dumb question is that? That's the easiest yes I've ever heard. I'd be so gay.
You get 1 anal fuck a year for no back pain
I would go
for the year.
full gay. if it meant my back was, if I found out being gay made your like vertebrae stronger, dude.
I think it does.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You should check it out.
I'll try it. Yeah.
Okay, let's start the podcast. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kim Congdon Takeover. I'm Kim Congdon, and I'm here with one of my favorite guests, but one of my favorite people in the world. This guy is one of my best friends on this entire fucking planet. He's one of the funniest guys that you will know about in the near future. It's Hormoz Rashidi.
Thank you. That's so nice.
From the Dogs of Browntown.
Yeah, that's our podcast.
That's Hormoz's podcast. Hormoz and I... It does feel like every time there's an intro to a podcast and you like go like this person and there's just a silence and the person goes like thank you. It's like, oh well, that's all I could give you, buddy. We don't have a live audience. What do you want? But
we'll have some background music going.
Oh, can we get a Hormoz chant? You think you could create a Hormoz? Take that, lay it over.
Done.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I got you, dog.
Oh yeah.
We've known each other a long time, Hormoz and I, since the open mic comedy days.
Yeah. I think I remember meeting you in the main room, green room, and you had a little skateboard with you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the night I was hitting on your friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. The worst person I ever met, I met through you.
I mean, you didn't meet him through me. You met him at the store.
You were there.
I was there.
I still blame you. It feels better that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've known each other for a long time. The green room of the main room, we've came up on open mics together, and we both got passed at the Comedy Store at the same time after like over a decade.
Yeah, a decade.
Of slavery. Thank you so much to the Comedy Store.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it. And now we're here. Now we're here at the top. My podcast. To me, how does it feel?
Yeah. We made it, dog.
How does it feel to be here?
Feels better than it did 10 years ago.
You know, a lot of people come on here. Jorge Masvidal, Jordan Wisely, fucking all these people.
All the best athletes.
They're all huge fans of mine, you know, and they come on as fans, so they're a little nervous when they get on, and they don't really know how to act. You know me very well.
Very well.
You don't get nervous around me, right?
No.
No,
not even a little.
What would you say about me? What would you say if you had if you were a fly on my life?
That's a good question. I'd say
the chocolate bar is
very funny. Yeah. We took some mushrooms.
The chocolate
so
bar.
We are on mushrooms.
I'm not gonna not say that I'm not on Schedule 35.
That's the name of the company?
Yeah. The mushroom chocolates, they fuck, right?
They're great.
Schedule35.co.
Kim doesn't promote anything that she doesn't actually fuck with.
Fuck yeah!
She's got mochi lube in her vagina right now.
My vagina tastes like mochi at all times. Make sure you
Japanese
get
vagina.
Make sure you get your mochi lube, mochi melt.
That's the grossest.
It's time for an ad.
Mochi melt. Oh.
Yeah, we're off. We're going crazy off the Schedule 35s, the chocolate bars. Get some for yourself. Schedule35.co, promo code KC15 for 15% off your first order. Make sure you get some. Leave in the comments some reviews. You'll love it. I love it. We love it.
We're loving it right now.
Dude, when we're no stranger to having mushrooms, we have had some fun ass times on mushrooms.
Yeah. I mean, and that's just the last couple months.
Yeah. But the thing I like doing the most is the fucking camping. Even though when I camp, I get so fucking paranoid. How many people get murdered at Joshua Tree every year? Can we look that up?
Mm-hmm. I'd say it's 100.
You'd say
one every
100?
3 days.
That's a
lot.
That's a lot. And it shouldn't be more than 4 to make me uncomfortable. You think it's more than 4?
It's probably 6.
Murdered or
say
just
6.
dead?
No, dead is a lot more than that.
Murder.
Dead.
Murder.
I bet
I'm not
people
worried
die
about
every
people
week.
dying, being idiots, and overdosing
Yeah.
and shit. I'm worried about things that you can't help.
Yeah.
How many people? 22 deaths.
But that's death.
So that's just
How many
deaths.
murders?
That's not that
I think it
many.
does.
They don't even want to say.
Yeah.
Well, how many? It's probably like
So
one
there's-
or two
Well, it says
every
second.
few
Yeah,
years.
second hiker this year dies at Joshua Tree National Park. So hiker.
What is that? There were 2 fatalities in Joshua Tree National Park throughout of all of 2022. In the first week of 2023, the park has already matched that count. According to the desert, my mom won't stop calling me. Hold on. She's just calling over
Maybe
and
she
over
knows
again.
how many people were murdered.
Let's see what could possibly be so important that she's calling multiple times in a row like there's an emergency.
The wireless customer you
What?
are calling is not available.
She's not available now.
She just called me. How'd that happen? Let's see. How? Not my mom being murdered at Joshua Tree currently. That feels like a mystery. How did she FaceTime me and now her phone's off immediately? Let's see. This fucking bitch. I mean, not my mom. I meant the murderers. Hi, Mom. I'm on my podcast. Is there some sort of emergency that you would be calling 3 times in a row?
I just want to talk to you.
Certainly someone has died.
Okay. Sorry.
What are you doing?
Just laying down, so excited finally.
Look.
Empty the whole house and
Look who I have
what
here.
happened?
Hello. Hi.
Hormoz?
Yeah. yeah.
All right, this is making for a really bad podcast though, so I love you.
Okay.
I'm-
What happened to your arm?
What?
You got bruises.
I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt.
Oh, okay.
All right, I gotta go.
Okay, love you.
Love
bye.
you. Bye.
She's just worried about you.
Oh, she knows me so little that she has no idea I have tattoos. She's like, "What are these bruises?" Tattoos.
Yeah.
They did it. But I get fucking paranoid. You go out, you are able to go camping. You can have a good time.
Yeah.
Not
Not
me.
worried at all.
This is the problem. Last time we went camping, Hormoz and a couple of our friends were on the campsite first. We go to Walmart and our friend Trina's like, be careful because there's been a serial killer on the loose and there's people that have gone missing. And she's like, and when you buy camping gear as women, you should always stick together so people don't think you're camping alone and follow you. There's a whole thing with being a woman and camping. And if you go to a Walmart near the campsite, you're supposed to like be careful because people watch for women buying camping gear alone. It's like a thing. Who knew? Did you think of that?
No.
You were willy-nilly in the tents having a grand old time.
Just a man.
Just a man living in the tent.
Never gonna get murdered.
Should I have the blue tent? Should I do the red tent? Oh, let's see if we can see the stars at night. You know what we see?
Always.
Everything is Ray. Costco, free hot dog at Starbucks. No, they don't even sell hot dogs. There's something weird about that.
Free hot dog at Starbucks. What?
You think it's free? It's never free.
It's not a hot dog.
It's not. It's a dick. It's a dick in a bun. Someone put their dick in a bun and called it a hot dog and tried to give it to you free at Starbucks. Welcome to being a woman. So
See, I always thought, because we've gone camping numerous times, and you always make jokes about, like, watch my 6. Oh, I'm so paranoid. Like, and I always thought it was a bit. I honestly, we've known each other forever, but I'm like, she can't be this paranoid. There's like 20 people around. She can't be that scared of like.
well, Well, first of all, you fuck me up. You live in such a comfortable world that you terrify me.
True.
Last time this is happening, we're in the Walmart. She's like, watch it, because the serial killer. We pull up to the campsite. You guys are setting up. We're about to do mushrooms all night. And so I'm like, okay, we're safe. We pull up. You're like, bad news. There's a random guy that decided to post. Like literally after I just got the serial killer talk, like there's a whole conversation about there's a serial killer on the loose. Trust no man. Like everyone's a sketchball. We might die. Then suddenly, like a scary movie, you were like, this guy got lost. I said he could stay at our campsite. And literally like a movie, I just look and it slowly closes. I just barely see his eyes. I'm like, that guy? That unfriendly fuck? No. He's like, you're like, he's just collecting rocks. And he's like coming out and getting the sharpest rocks and going back in his tent. I'm like, he's making weapons. So the whole time I'm on drugs, but they're forgetting. Oh, they live a great life. Oh, how nice it must be without anxiety.
Because I've gone to Joshua Tree without a campsite.
Yeah.
And I've had to like
ask
somebody, hey, do you mind if I just set up a tent? And you like rely on the kindness of strangers.
Oh, and you're a brown, so it would have been a fuck no from me. I would have said.
Usually it's me and Angie.
I've watched the news.
I bring a cute girl with me usually. So it's like, so they say, yeah.
They save her.
Yeah. So I was like, I'll let this guy stay there, but that scared you so much.
No, and that kind of was in the back of my mind the rest of the night. I kept thinking about this man. So then I'm like paranoid. And then we have our friend Morgan who has the broken leg.
Yeah.
He's this big black guy. You would think could be a protector, but he's always hurt. He's like, it sucks.
Yeah.
He like can't really, every big dude in my male friend group can't do shit. Like it sucks. I'm surrounded by 6'3" males with back problems and broken legs from Uber crashes. Like, and so we're just on this thing and you're laying down. I know you're not going to get up quick. If the killer comes, you're going to be like, oh, help me up.
Yeah, you told Morgan, give us a gurgle. If he kills you, at least.
Because if he's sitting up, and I know Morgan, he would die silently. He would, and die. If you're gonna die in the group at the campsite, you have to give a last gurgle.
With Morgan though, it's like you're like, why is the snoring stopped?
yeah, that's
Morgan's
true.
snore is so bad.
Yeah, if the snoring stops, it's a problem.
You're about to die.
One time we got into a fight because I kicked Morgan out of our tent. Remember?
Oh, in Sequoia.
Yeah.
Well, kind of. It was like he snores. Right.
He doesn't just snore.
He snores very loud.
He's like the snore inventor. Like he's like who created what a snore was.
It's a bad snore.
He's the final boss of snorers.
So he said, "I'll sleep in my car," and I was like, "No, it's gonna get hot in the car. You don't want to sleep in your car." But you were like, "Yeah, go sleep in your car."
Yeah.
You snore real bad.
Okay, it's either he sleeps in his car and he doesn't sleep, or he sleeps in the tent and nobody sleeps.
I mean, I can sleep through it.
Well, that's sucks. I can't.
Sleep through
He
it.
sleeps. He snores so loud. It's like having a TV on the loudest setting it could be, but a man snoring.
But it's snoring. Yeah. It's a very loud snore.
It's the loudest snore in the world. I was like, yeah, sleep in your car. And matter of fact, leave. Don't even sleep on this property.
So he got upset because he slept in his car and it was very uncomfortable and got hot. Like I said. And then he also got upset because he broke my chair and we made fun of him.
Yeah, but he did break the chair and then
act like a little boy. He did. He was like, Mr. Hormoz.
He's like 6'4", and then he came up to us. He's
He's gonna hate this so much.
He came up to us and he was like, "Excuse me, guys. We have to tell you something very bad happened." I don't know why he was.
I broke your chair.
I broke your chair, Mr. Hormoz. I hope he can forgive. I will. We will. He's kicking up dust. Suddenly, he's wearing untied Converse. I will. We broke your chair, and I'm very sorry. And we kept doing that, and then he left. And we're sorry, Morgan. We love you.
But he also got scared that there was a bear. Because Tarina was like, bear! And then he jumped out of the chair, and that's what broke it. Like, he launched out of this metal plastic chair.
Yeah, we have fun when we camp. Yeah. I remember one time, the first time I did acid, we were in Joshua Tree, and that was my 27th birthday or something. It was like 6 years ago.
Yeah, that was great.
That was a fun trip.
Yeah.
That was a fun ass trip.
Yeah.
And I remember at one point I was like fully tripping and thought I was following you guys deep into the desert. I had like went to go pee and then I saw them all walking. So I was like walking behind them, but then I slowed down because I was on my own journey too and like looking at the plants. And I'm following them probably 10 minutes into the deep desert in the middle of the night. And suddenly they stop. And as I'm catching up, I realize it's just a group of 6 men I've never seen before. It's like the worst thing you could see
in the middle of the desert.
On acid in the middle of the desert. And I was like, I don't know you. And I started backing up. Like, and they were like nice guys. We were probably just camping. But I look like a fearful animal. I was like, I don't know who you are. I was like on acid. Like, probably it looked like The Exorcist, like backwards crawling, like scary with my makeup running. I probably look like the scariest thing in the world to them. I was like, get away. And they're like, whoa, are you okay? And I was like, ah. And
They were looking to one, but when they saw you, they were like, nah.
Not this girl. Not this girl.
Oh, yeah, that was a fun trip. Remember when we almost left Wineshank in the tent? Like, she wanted to color. She brought coloring books in the dark to Joshua Tree.
Shank on Sid is a different animal.
And
she doesn't do it anymore. This is back when she was a wee tyke.
Yeah.
But she brings outfit changes, obviously.
Like 20 outfit changes.
20 different
jumping
dresses.
From rock to rock.
There was this man, like during the day we met these people that were also staying near our campsite, and there was like this really hot dude with this hideous girlfriend. And I know that is mean, but it's really how we remembered them. It was like a man that was like Hercules and like something, and like a woman that was like not only like hideous, but just uncool and unfun. And like, he was like, let's go. He was like, ladies, the trip will be fine. We're like, will it? And he's like trip watching us. And then his girlfriend's like, I hate acid and I hate everything. Dude, I was like so confused about the whole dynamic. Like literally in the morning the next day, he came out and it was like gold like around him. Like he was doing this in the sun and he was like shirtless and he had abs. And I swear she came out like, you know how slime comes out of a container?
Just spilled out of the
Just
tent.
as she came out of the tent, like all straight from the ground, and was like, and he looked at her with a love in his eyes that I was like, well, that is beautiful. Honestly,
Her pussy is the most beautiful pussy,
dude. She has I bet he mounts it on the wall like a fucking antler. He just has it in a frame, and the rest of her is around it, and it just puckers up all night for him.
Yeah. She's probably just like worried about all these chicks who are around. You know, she's probably like...
She didn't care about us. She had the highest confidence in the room. She was more confident than all of us combined. She had the hottest guy. She had everything. We were like, all our hair was frizzy. We all had piss on ourselves. Like, we just had a whole night of tripping.
Yeah.
Also, the whole night we're like fully tripping in this campsite, and we think it's just us and this other group.
Yeah.
And this guy...
We're so loud. We're cursing,
We're so
laughing.
loud. We're peeing willy-nilly wherever we need to pee, because the bathrooms they look like something out of the Blair Witch. Don't go in the bathrooms at Joshua Tree. Just don't. And then we realized in the morning after having like a wild night. And by the way, what I was trying to say is this guy, he was like a hiker. He had hiking boots and he was hiking with boots and like gear on. And then you'd see Wineshank in heels in a bumblebee dress fly by him with 2 LaCroix.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
She was like, did anybody want a LaCroix? And she'd be like, what, do you want strawberry flavor? I'll get you a new one. She'd leap off the rock one-handed. She was like a fucking leopard. She was like with these sodas.
She was covered in bruises.
Covered in bruises. She was like, I'll get you a new flavor. Rolling down these mountains that people were really climbing, like full speed running past them with snacks and drinks and outfit changes. It was bizarro world.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And then that was quite the journey. That was one of the best ones we've ever had.
Yeah. No, that was a great time.
I think.
Angie pointed out that there's Braille on the bathroom at Joshua Tree.
Why?
Think about that. Why would you need a blind... What blind guy is by himself, like, walking through Joshua Tree looking for the bathroom? There's so many things to get hurt on everywhere.
It's the last place you want to look for Braille. It's the pokiest
and
place.
then you're touching the dirtiest fucking wall. Reading, you're like, okay, yeah, I can take a shit here. Oh, somebody should be taking care of that guy.
That's like when we went to that trail, Franklin Village, Franklin Canyon, and went hiking, and we found the ugliest spot, and it was dedicated. It was like this beautiful trail, and then there was one spot that was so dirty, had trash in it. It was like a dried up lake, and I was like, "This is horrible." And you're like, "There's a plaque over there," and we go over. It was dedicated to Barbara Blindsman. I remember for her vision and efforts.
Yeah,
I'm like, they just gave it to the only lady that can't see the view, and they're like, "This one's yours. Here you go, bitch. Congratulations. Thank you for your efforts."
That's actually, I feel like, where we became like really friends was at Franklin Canyon Reservoir.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we were like, we hung out at the store and would smoke weed together occasionally, you know? Like we were like comedy friends. But then we went and did mushrooms.
Yes.
And doing mushrooms with somebody, and then you laugh and you get to know each other and stuff. And then after that, we hung out like a bunch.
Yeah. And that was a really crazy. We've had, first of all, we've
That
done
was
way
so
too many.
funny.
I've probably done more drugs with you than any of my other friends. I'll say that. So we have a lot of drug stories together in the last 10 years. And that trip was crazy because I remember we were on so many mushrooms. We were tripping so hard. And you and the guy we were with went up this mountain ahead of us. And there was like, I could see from far away, there was a creepy old lady. She looked like the lady in the beginning of Snow White that was secretly the witch that was in the little cave. She was scary like that. And I could see her coming down the mountain with her long hair. And I was like, what the fuck is that? So I'm like, what the hell? And I see her stop by you guys. And then we catch up to you guys and you guys look freaked out. And when we went up and we're like, what'd she say? They said that she said, you shouldn't be here. And then kept walking.
Did she have a hot boyfriend too? Is this like
No.
She was dating fucking some hot dude.
She was just trying to let us know that, like, I think you can't go further than that.
In the creepiest,
but it was
most
a very creepy way.
Disney villain way ever.
Or she was telling me to go back to my own country.
Yeah, that was probably it. That was probably it. All right, guys, let's talk about my newest sponsor, Mochi Melt. Mochi Melt specializes in the pleasure of human connection. That's right, I'm selling lube. Sometimes in life, there's a little too much friction, if you know what I mean. Let's fix that with some Mochi Melt. Mochi Melt has handcrafted, mouth-watering flavor lubricants for your most sensory and intimate moments. It's a pleasure of paradise, people. Who doesn't want to eat a pussy and taste some mochi? Get in there. What could be better than fruity pussy? You're getting your nutrition in, and you're getting your fuck on. So their products are the easiest to use. They turn the heat up between the sheets, and they introduce you to new elements in your sex life. Experience pleasure that feels like the most luxurious sensations and tastes like the sweetest fruits, only fit for emperors. That's right. If you're not an emperor, just go. Don't get it. It's fine. But if you are, make sure to use the promo code KC15 for 15% off. That's 15% off at mochimelt.com using KC15. Make sure to go and get them in support and let me know what you think in the comments. Let's get back into the show. Yeah, that was fucked, dude.
Have you guys seen this new thing? Based on your stories, it kind of reminds me of this new documentary. I don't know if it's new, but it's called Froggers. Do you know what Froggers are with PH?
I remember the game Frogger.
So Froggers, PH, Roggers.
Okay.
It's a new documentary of somebody that lives in your house without them knowing about it. So they hear sounds.
That's your worst nightmare.
They hear sounds in the attic, and while they're gone, this guy like move things around, and the whole time the husband to his wife's like, "You're fucking crazy. Nothing happened," and like over and over things were happening.
Do we have any?
Yeah, I'll see if I can find.
I've seen some footage of like people put in cameras and then they see a guy come out of their like.
I'm actually dizzy. The thought
Dude, the
of
mushrooms
that.
are mushing right now.
The mushrooms, I'm not gonna lie. This is about the point in the podcast where I go, "Do we even need to podcast? Let's lay on the table.
Yeah, I'm
Feel
like,
this
I'm
wood.
like, look at this. This is
Wow. Who
Fucking-
needs anything? Who needs to talk about anything serious?
So this is a victims
This is
of frogging
terrifying.
share stories, because the one that I saw when they went on for vacation, they came back and had moved in. We're like, "This was not your home," and then when they were coming to their own home, the frogger was saying that this is not your home, and they had to call the police.
Not a frogger taking
living
over.
inside your house, and you don't even know it, and for months on end.
Intruder secretly living inside her attic.
Man found hiding between a family's walls.
Man slithers out from under home.
Make sure
They
your
just-
crawl
they
spaces
just-
are locked.
They're like looking at my outlet and they hear just furiously masturbating.
living inside your home.
You got to have a big home for this to happen.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't
This
think
isn't
anyone's
happening in a
gonna-
1-bedroom.
No.
We found out what the name of it was. I mean,
She loves
I had to
Nike.
go Google it.
Pre-law student
She's a
Amaya
big Nike
McBride
fan.
and her 2 college roommates
To love
were
Nike so much.
When people get Nike swoosh tattoos, I'm like, come on,
To
dog.
love Nike so much you wear it as a chain. That is.
It's crazy.
She's a bit. No, we came looking for froggers, but in turn we actually found Nike's #1 fan.
Why is it such a cute name for doing that too? Oh, they're just frogging.
Oh, they're just frogging
They're just
around the
frogging around.
house. They didn't mean to frog. They just needed a little help.
Not like intruders or something that like tells you what
It's
they
not
are.
even spelled frog. They made it nice phonetically.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So he looks like a frogger.
That's the Columbine guy.
Yeah.
That's one of the Columbine guys.
Yeah, this is a school shooter.
That's a school shooter.
He's like, oh, sorry, I meant to be in elementary school.
He does open mics. I've seen him.
He looks like a frog.
Was also victims of frogging. The Campbells live in Hawaii, and they had.
Oh yeah, I would have frogged at her house.
Still might.
Reverse, because I would have been rivet all up in that attic. Oh yeah. If there's,
If you're gonna frog,
if you're gonna frog,
You're gonna
on, do
frog
it right.
in
in my
Hawaii with that
defense,
chick?
in my defense, if you're gonna frog, you're gonna do it where there's yoinkers hanging around. Let's see it. Can you make it big again?
Back to Amaya. She and her roommates were so freaked out by their frogging experience, they moved out of the apartment.
How did you miss this?
Right?
Yeah. I never saw this man move. He was literally a thief in the night or in the closet. Check your closet.
You're just in the closet?
I don't want to.
He's like R. Kelly. He's just sitting there.
Trapped in the closet.
she's like, I just put on a pair of Nikes and just ran away.
Oh my god! I put on a pair of Nike.coms and ran away, dude. I mean, I guess I'm not gonna lie. I did check for a frogger when I moved in. I am very paranoid. I check for everything. I did when I moved into my apartment. There is one place where there is ceiling tiles that's lower than everywhere else, and I did lift them up and take a look around, make sure there's no blankets or pillows or anything sketchy. Because who knows? Who knows? Anyone could be up there frogging around.
Frogging around.
It's such a funny term.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when this is one I think is funny too, is where, that act of one person's having sex with one and then they switch out with, and they call it the switcheroo.
Yeah, that's
What a fun,
fucked up
what a
thing.
fun fucking
The
name.
switcheroo.
I'm sorry. Could you have thought of a better name for a rape? The old switcheroo.
switcheroo.
It sounds like a fair ride. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Daddy, I want to go on the switcheroo next.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, sweetie.
No, you don't. It's my job to keep you away from the switcheroo.
I want to be a part of that meeting.
You never want to hit the switcheroo, baby.
No. It's
When do they come up with these terms? There's also like, what is it? Stealthing? Isn't that another one where you like
What's
take
that?
when you have the condom on and then the guy's an asshole and he takes it off without you knowing it?
Oh, secret pulling the condom off is called stealthing. Like, that's such a cool name. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I want to fuck a stealther.
yeah.
That's a stealther sounds like he has good dick. I'm sorry. I'm going to stealth you. Okay.
Stealthing.
Well, as long as you tell me so I can get a plan B.
He's like, well, then it's
Stealth?
not called stealthing anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. That is called telling. That is called consensual sex. And I don't want to do that. That's not the whole
Yeah,
point
that
of
doesn't sound as cool. Consensual sex. No, we stealthed.
Yeah.
We stealthed. He stealthed me. I'm sorry.
Why
Am
am
I
I
in a fan
pregnant?
fiction book? Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm about to give birth to a baby the way that turned me on to say. Catch me delivering. Stealthing's a good one. What other ones are there?
I don't know. Who makes up the terms? Are they like, all right, this has to be, call it
Rapists.
something, but it can't.
Rapist, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, because even it could sound meaner.
Yeah.
It could, like, you know what? They
No,
should
I mean,
switch it
rape
with the word.
sounds pretty bad to me.
No, they should switch it
But
with the word
ist.
grovel.
But the ist
He
part,
groveled me. Doesn't that sound more rapey?
Groveled?
He groveled me.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty bad.
That's
Grovel's
worse.
pretty bad.
That's bad. He
But
groveled
the ist,
me.
I always thought was bad. Yeah, it's like instead of it's like it's like
Raper.
worse. or grovelist or groveler. You know,
We should call. You're saying sounds worse than.
way worse.
Yeah, ist sounds like beautiful, kind of.
Yeah, it's like an artist.
Yeah.
You know, it's like artisan. Yeah.
No, not them doing it with a little flair.
This is getting tagged so hard for everything.
Oh yeah, this is not going to reach the algorithm. Sorry, buddy. Hope the fans like you while they see you, because the algorithm heard the R word one too many times. What other ones are there?
So I didn't even know what to look up. I'm like, what are some other terms for sexual crimes? It's like sexual assault is usually an intentional tort.
Tort?
When brought into civil court. Maybe they're just
okay. Now this is a sexual assault rap. A tort. I brought it into court. She tooted that ass up, and I didn't give a fuck.
Forcible intercourse.
No, look up.
It's tough.
Funny terms for sex acts. Funny terms for sex acts, maybe. Because there's like the pearl necklace. And we all know that is. That's when someone jizzes on your neck like dots.
Yeah.
Which is, it honestly seems like it takes a lot of discipline from the comer to stop and go like that. How are you controlling your cum
That's
so
just
hard?
how cum comes.
Hold on, let me get the clip in the back. You have to stop and go your cum in circles to get a perfect pearl necklace. If you're making a perfect
If you're
pearl
trying to
necklace,
go perfect, if you're a perfectionist,
you're a cum artist.
Yeah.
You're a cummist.
Yeah.
You're a cummist.
Yeah. I like that.
If you make a perfect pearl necklace, because I have a feeling these guys are doing what I call the hot glue gun necklace. It looks more like a hot glue gun of necklaces.
Yeah.
There's no pearl necklaces. You guys aren't doing it for the art. And that's
Again, the guy's perspective, we're like, oh, look at that pearl necklace I gave her. The girl's like, I'm just covered in hot glue.
and it's cum. Turns out, whole time, it's cum.
The whole time. It's not.
You don't even get a necklace. That's how they trick you.
You take
I
it to
got
the
some
pawn
jewelry,
shop.
baby. I guess. Oh, not
second
riding
one.
St. George. Okay, hold on. Who's weird uncle? Who's uncle named George? A vintage take on the cowgirl position that comes from the 1800s of the tale of St. George and the dragon. The person gets on top to play the dragon. This is some freaky.
This is some like getting a kid to fuck you when you're a pedophile in the 1800s.
Give a girl a green gown, why won't you? Hey, I have my legs spread. Give a girl a green gown, why don't you? What does it even mean?
So you have to go to the front
Lying
lawn.
down with a maiden in a green grass. Oh, fucking outside. Oh, to give her a green gown because her white gown turns green from the friction of the grass.
Of the grass.
Kind of hot. I'm gonna write this. I'm gonna write a rap song. Cause he got me in a green gown. He threw it down in the grass with some cows.
What? There's cows now?
They're watching me.
There's just cow shit everywhere.
No, there's cow shit. Take a roll in the hay. Oh, make whoopee.
Make whoopee. Yeah.
Introduce us to the term whoopee. What's a whoopee stick?
A dick.
Oh, is it? Grope for trout in a peculiar river. That means these are just different ways to say you're gonna fuck. Grope for trout in a peculiar river.
Salad?
We have Shakespeare in the 1600s to thank for this little gem. This is the first fishy reference. We can't say we're a fan of this trend and pave the way for ocean-bound references. So Shakespeare's fucked one chick with BV, and now we all have to be known for having fishy pussies. It sucks, dude.
Nah, dude, it came before Shakespeare too. He's the first one to write it down, dude.
Yeah.
I think smelling a fishy pussy is as old as time, dog.
Tale as old as time, fish as it could be, barely even fished. Then somebody fished.
You know what's funny is like a girl could have like.
Hey, can you give one's ass a salad if you could? Just bend over. Can you give my ass a salad if you could? No idea. Is there a description for that? What were you gonna say?
I don't know. No, I was saying like a chick with a fishy smelling pussy can still get as much dick as she wants all the time.
Ew.
Isn't that gross?
True?
I mean, like probably not gonna eat it, but guys will fuck it.
Oh,
isn't that gross?
Men are nasty.
Yeah. Imagine if a dick smelled like
the way
fish.
that I mean, it makes
What a
sense
girl-
that women are so like sought after because the way that like one thing could like I could have the perfect man and he could accidentally stutter like the word this in a sentence and I'd be like, that's it,
we're done.
that's it, we're out.
So Golden Guy from Joshua Tree, the guy with the troll girlfriend.
Yeah.
if you were with him, you're about to hook up, and then you smell his dick and it's a little fishy.
Yeah, I'm
Done.
out.
You're out.
Yeah. And the golden guy just became fish dick in my contacts. Yeah. Yeah.
You save him still.
He's fish dick. Yeah, he's saved. I mean, God.
He might clean his dick one day.
Yeah. I'm not doing a little bit of a fishy dick. No. I'm sorry, dude. No.
Yeah. No, it's easy for guys to clean their dicks, though. That's the problem. It's like, it's hard for some girls to even know that their pussy smells bad. Right?
I don't think so.
No, she knows?
I think so.
Or maybe she just doesn't know the smell anymore.
But, there is a point, like, if it is going to smell bad, there has to be a point where it goes from good to bad. So maybe they don't know. And if that happens within the 2 hours of you hanging out with this guy, that could happen. I'm sure that happens all the time. Or it turns.
And it's so hard to tell
before
a
you
girl.
catch it.
I've never told a girl.
Don't you hate when you give a guest a snack before you know the bread is molded? Yeah, you look at the bread after you see a little green, you go, well, if they're not dead, I'm not going to say nothing. If they're not dead, I'm not saying shit. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Hey, they might even trip on it. That's where they say acid came from, was
Moldy bread? Really?
Or like molded wheat.
How do you make acid?
I think it comes from ergot fungus.
Ergot? I thought that was your last name. LSD.
Oh, maybe it's not.
Should we make our own LSD and taste it?
Yeah.
That sounds like such a horrible idea.
Yeah, we fucking just die. We just make it wrong.
What is it made of? Because I've done it so many
think
times. I
it's
should
from
know.
ergot.
Meth?
Yeah, ergot
There
alkaloids.
it is.
It's meth? What is that? You can't just say ergot alkaloid and pretend that it's a thing we know.
It's a fungus.
Alkaloid is a compound containing basic nitrogen atoms, of course.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Nitrogen?
But it's this mold. That's why they think people were like the whole witch scare, the Salem witch trials and all that.
Yeah.
They think there was like an early frost, so there was mold on all the wheat. So everybody was eating acid. And so the women were acting crazy, and they were like, she's a witch. And the guys were on acid, like fucking paranoid and shit, too. They're like, she's a witch.
The men were like, I feel feelings. Kill her. I don't like feeling love.
Yeah.
And then they got killed for a little mold.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a lot of mold to make everybody act
Why
crazy.
did the tripping make everyone angry?
Well, if you don't know you're on acid.
Oh.
Right? If you're
I guess
just
it's a
eating
trip you have to
bread,
prepare for.
yeah.
Like, you really have to, like...
If you're always on acid, too, you're just your food supply is covered in acid. You can't get food without it.
Give me my spaghetti with some ass. Dude. I'm in. Noodles with LSD. I'm
Always.
sorry. Linguine LSD.
Just laughing.
Just
losing your mind.
We play fun games when we're tripping too. When we're I like that you wore your acid rap shirt.
Yeah, baby.
Perfect. One of my favorite games to play when we're camping together is a little game.
Kim. A little game called Kim.
I've renamed Kim. It's a pretty fun game.
Who can see more shooting stars? She calls it Kim.
It's so next time you're out with your friends, you guys should play a game of Kim. You lay down with your bestest friends in the whole wide world. And you just look, and whoever sees the shooting star first and goes, oh, and everyone else goes, oh, right behind them, you won that round with Kim. And that's it.
Yeah.
It's the best game in the world.
Yep.
One of the most hurtful things in the world, the whole group sees one and you miss it, and you either have to choose right there to lie and join.
You're just like, yep, that was a
Imagine
good
being
one.
in your 30s lying to your friends about a star you didn't actually see to fit in. Or you have to just not be. You have to
Or
lose
what
Kim.
about you thinking you saw multiple shooting stars in Vegas?
I saw 2 shooting stars.
No, you didn't.
1,000%.
You're on
I
mushrooms,
hate that you
dog.
don't believe
You're
that I
on
saw.
mushrooms.
I don't care. They were real. I saw 2 shooting stars
They
in
may
the
have been
exact
from Fremont Street or something.
same place.
Yeah,
No,
maybe it was Fremont Street. Like that big screen. Maybe you're just seeing the edge of the big screen
I
have a shooting
wasn't.
star.
I wasn't. I think I just saw one now. I think I just pondered upon one myself. I did see you, and you don't believe me, and that hurt.
I believe you. It's fine.
No, you don't, and you're just saying it because I always get upset when you bring it up.
Plus, also,
nothing
like,
makes
it's
me
just not good
angrier
being
than
the guy
seeing a shooting star and then your
takes
friend
shooting
is
stars
the
away.
shooting star denier. Like, you piece of shit. Just say, okay. I was so excited about the star. Just say, wow. You're a piece of you're a star denier. It's
cool.
What kind of person?
I said cool.
That's like an easy ticket to hell. Is denying your friend of a star. It's look at the state of the world we're in. All I want is one star.
Probably an airplane.
Two. Maybe it was a little green.
Maybe it was an airplane.
I don't care. It was a star in my eyes, and it'll always be a star.
Ooh, what about when we were tripping? Like we were just starting to trip, and then the fucking SpaceX thing.
Oh, that was fucked up.
That was weird. It was like,
That
is
was,
this
we
aliens?
had just gotten to the desert, and now I just see these, what it looks like stars lining up.
It was like 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Was this satellites?
It was Elon Musk's
Those
bullshit.
are rockets. They launched like 5 in a row
I don't
rockets.
know what he's
up.
doing.
Maybe he was launching satellites.
Him and Rogan were recording a podcast or something.
We just saw, we were in Ojai, and we saw the Starlink take off, and then that was super interesting. And if you weren't prepared for that,
Was that it?
I think it may have been
saw.
that.
Yeah. So Starlink is the satellites that they're putting out
It looked
for
like a caterpillar.
Wi-Fi for I think around the world. Caterpillar.
For the Wi-Fi.
They're making us gay. They're just making us gay.
Next thing you know, we're all sucking cock. All right, uncontrollably. Don't
back
plug
pain.
your phone in under your pillow. It's just some gay dude that lives in the country that's like, I've been plugging my phone in lately. Boy, can I not stop. Just 3 dicks, 4 dicks, 5. You have to suck as many dicks as G's as you have in your house. 5 G's, 5 dicks.
Nobody would have back pain though. Like chiropractors go out of business.
That's true. That's true. Good point. The 5G is for the back pain.
Yeah, I would do it. I would take 5. I would take 5 dicks if it meant my back was going to be good.
What do you think's the hardest we've ever laughed?
Probably like when you were watching my set last week at Potluck.
No, definitely not that. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you, my eyes were dry.
I don't know, dog. It's just like when we're on acid, like I don't know, one of those times. It's like there's a max.
You know, we did
We've
almost
hit the max
lose.
a lot.
Yeah, we did almost lose all of our friends one year. I'm being too funny.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. Life is
Justin
beautiful.
Bieber.
We're also. I got to tell you, This podcast, I don't even know if this is fun for you guys. This is mostly just fun for me. This is one of my best friends ever, if you can't tell. And we are 2 of the most annoying people I've truly ever met. And we pissed off all of our friends at Life is Beautiful
And
2 years ago. And strangers. But it was very funny. Well, first of all, we made the mistake of going to Young Thug. Yeah. As old people.
Yeah.
One hint for going to Young Thug, be young. I don't know. It's not really for us. And we learned that quickly. We went early like old people. We were there an hour early because we love
our spot.
We love Young Thug. It's so embarrassing now. It's so embarrassing now to be in your 30s and love Young Thug. So we claimed our spot, and we didn't realize within the hour that our spot at the end would be the spot at the beginning. So it's like you look back at the end of the hour and there's just thousands of faces behind you. And you're kind of like, you have this almost Astro World energy where you're like, this is...
Yeah, that's why... This is before Astro World.
This is before Astro World.
But that's why I was like, this shit can get out of control.
Yeah. And luckily, our friend Morgan, who had a previous broken leg in the campsite story, now is on a mobile scooter.
Yeah, that takes up so much room.
He's the biggest person at the festival, and it's the most annoying big scooter. It's like going through grass. We keep having to lift him in it. He broke an entire bathroom stall that he dragged out of the bathroom with us.
If somebody was in that stall, they would have died. They would have died. There would have been shards of wood that went into their body.
They would have died.
It was crazy.
It would have been a murder by a wheelchair. It would have been the saddest murder ever. And then, and luckily we had that motorized scooter in the middle of Young Thug because shit started to get real crazy. And we were
very
and we were all on acid, and we were trying to keep our cool.
Yeah.
And you started getting like, I think rightfully so, started getting a little intense with everyone around us to make sure everyone knew it was important to keep our space and not crouch in even more.
People were trying to get in front of us.
They were trying to get to the front, and you can feel like when we were there, we all had this much around us, and by the time the show started, we had about this much extra space, and it started getting and it started getting to the point where like we actually have to stop being nice because more people. I
stopped early. I wasn't nice ever. I was like, you're not getting in front of me. I'm like, you can get in front of these fucking losers behind me.
We call him Acid Boy when he gets like this, when he gets aggressively on acid.
Because I was like, fucking, some of our group was like, let him be in front of us. I'm like, dog, we can't. We've been here for an hour. We're not gonna fucking let him in front of us.
So at this point, Hormoz is fighting 15-year-old girls on Molly.
She was not 15. She was a fucking
you and Crystalia. Do you remember?
I'm looking for my daughter. Your daughter's at the front of Young Thug and Life is Beautiful by
herself. You look for CPS, you horrible mother.
Yeah, you're a liar.
Yeah. Do you remember when you chased those girls on the hill who were looking for a bathroom?
That was crazy.
These poor girls were at the top of the mountain. Hormoz has this jug that it's water, but it was
like boxed water.
So it looks like milk. Look, it looks like he's holding.
And I had a banana too.
And,
so it looked like a homeless guy.
And he had this at this time a way bigger beard too, and he had like this hood on and like these like kind of like.
I looked homeless, and I looked like I had my like food for the day.
Yeah, and these beautiful girls were all on drugs, of course, on a trip. These are only like 4 trips we're telling you about. It sounds like we're on drugs all the time, and we are, but these girls come by and they're like, oh, we need to use a bathroom. And then someone's like, I think there's one pretty far away. And she makes a joke. Cute, funny girl. And she goes, I'll just poop right here.
No, there was a poop on the ground.
Oh, yes.
And we were like, oh, there's a big pile of shit here. And the girl went, oh, sorry, I couldn't hold it. Or
sorry,
something like that
was me. She
was
makes a joke. Which is a funny joke for a hot chick to make.
Yeah.
It's like, sorry, that pile of shit was. And in fact, she's actually really cool. And Hormoz.
On acid, I thought.
She shit on the trail.
She shat on the trail.
And he's now chasing her.
And I'm pissed.
He's pissed. He's like, hey.
There's a bathroom right there.
He comes out of the woods. He doesn't even look like he's with us because he comes out like out of this corner and we all look like not homeless people with milk and bananas. And he comes out and he's chasing this poor girl and he's going, hey, there's a bathroom up there. Why would you shit? They're like running. We're chasing him who's chasing them. We're like, Hormoz, stop. And he's like, he's on the top of the mountain. He's just shaking his banana at them. We're like, leave them alone. And then we had to tell him that they were joking. He was like, oh, I thought they shit on the trail.
I'm like, that makes more sense. I was like, I don't know why I like on acid. I thought, yeah.
And even if they did, stop chasing them. They already shat. You're going to have to give them a lesson while we're on acid. Just let's move past it.
Yeah. Good point.
So we almost died at Young Thug.
Yeah.
We almost got crushed. But
Ludacris
luckily,
was so fun, though.
Ludacris
was exactly where we should be.
I talked about it on stage now, and I'm like, it's good because all the other fans were 32, so we were all like, is your back okay? We were like giving each other Metamucil in the crowd. It was like, everyone was like, move, please, get out the way.
Yeah, they had please in their whole age.
It was like the most polite, fun, sweet, nostalgic concert ever.
Yeah.
But we really annoyed everybody by walking around the concert and loudly going, oh shit, did you see that Justin Bieber is here? And Hormoz was like, yeah, I saw him at stage 2. And people would look around and I'd go,
we're big B Beavers.
We're big B Beavers. And we kept saying it and people would be like, is Justin Bieber here? And we're like, no, Justin Bieber. And the way people would get so angry.
Yeah, we were the worst.
It was a funny.
And then our friends were like, come up with a different joke. So we're like, do you guys see Billy Island?
I'm a big islander.
You guys check out Tan Impala?
Oh, my favorite was Tame Impala. I left because I hated the music. I loved it. I thought it was some of the worst music I'd ever heard in my life. And I'd heard that name of that band I shot a thing for their poster one time. So I was hoping they'd be good. And I was by the end of it, I was so angry on psychedelics that I was like, people are just convincing themselves they like this music. So I sat with 2 of my friends outside the Tame Impala concert, and everybody that was leaving, I swear to God, I should have recorded it because I promise you 10 out of 10 times this happened. There was not one miss. I'd go, how was it? And they'd go, it was awesome. And I'd go, really, how was it? And they'd go, Every fucking person, they would go, it was awesome. And I'd go, really though? What'd you feel about the music? And they'd go, it was okay. Like literally everyone. And I was like, this is it. I called it Weeble Wobble.
The visuals were amazing.
Sure, but that's not what music is about.
I liked the music too, but it's like also the show was visuals. We weren't just listening to the music.
It was that or Meg the Stallion, and I was shaking my ass by a porta potty.
You
I
are
don't know what to tell
almost getting to if I was somebody.
I was upside down. Did I?
Didn't somebody like trip you? And you were like, bitch.
Oh yeah, a girl purposely tripped me trying to meet up with my friend.
there.
I went and got us. We were standing in our spot for Meg the Stallion, and I went to go get us water to fill up our water bottles. And when I came back, there was a few people, and I was like, "Excuse me, I'm trying to get to my friend." And I look like one of those people that's like doing that.
Yeah.
And I was like, "No, seriously, my friend's right there." And I went to go, and she tripped me. And I just stood up and I turned around and I was like, "You have no idea that I could fucking kill you. Right now, I could kill you and not care about it." And then I just kept walking. She was like, I was like, "How dare you fucking trip me, bitch?
Yeah,
Are you
that's
crazy?
Yeah.
Are you crazy? I could kill you. And I will."
Yeah.
You have no idea that I think about at night that I could do well in a prison. Just silently walk away. So scary.
You got to bring this
You're going to do
energy.
good in prison one day.
What?
You're going to do great in prison.
Thank you. I think I could. I think I could run that shit.
I think you could put on shows too. People would love you.
Hey, where's my girlfriend? I'll just get my pussy ate.
Yeah.
Fucking killing shows.
Your girlfriends would be like,
I'm
"Hey, do you
booked.
think today maybe
I could have a day off?"
You'd want to like eat my pussy?"
No.
Like, no.
How dare you ask? I'm running the prison.
You
dude.
are the patriarchy. in there.
Yeah, I'm the man. I'm the man around that prison. I don't know what to tell you. I eat all the ramen, baby. I have commissary out there, wazoo.
It sounds like like the Tupac guy got caught, right? He just got put in jail.
Who? Oh, the one that killed Tupac?
The guy but it sounds like from looking into it, he's been trying to go to prison for it for years. They just finally were like, okay. He's been saying like, yeah, I was the guy who gave the guy the gun.
Oh,
blah, blah,
okay.
blah. He's been saying it. He's been testifying.
Now it's time.
I think he just wanted to go to prison.
I get it.
I think it's like
He had just gotten out recently,
I
too,
mean,
I think.
honestly,
Yeah.
with the amount of chores we have, the day-to-day chores is enough to send myself
and if
to
you
prison.
like prison, if you're like the
It's a
man
nice
in prison, it's a
schedule.
schedule. Your life's in order, and then you come out of prison.
You got
you're
a little
in the
prison
hood.
girlfriend with a nice little bussy, a little wet bussy. Whatever, little bussy.
Yeah, he's just a gay guy,
Things-
probably.
yeah, he just wants
who's
to
like,
fuck
I
some-
can't be gay outside.
He wants to fuck some bussy, eat some ramen,
Yeah.
leave him,
Yeah.
have him go.
He's like, free rent. I get to be gay, and it's not called gay in here.
No,
You
it's
know?
straight. It's
Yeah.
if you don't want to be gay, but you want to be gay, go to prison.
Go to prison, dog.
Go to prison.
Yeah.
That's the shit.
Yeah, that's why there's so many black guys in prison.
Sorry, Mark. I'm sorry.
It's not the justice system's fault, dude. It's the church's fault.
Blame the church for black men in prison. Blame the church for black men in prison. Oh, you want to join that chant? Oh, is that the one chant you don't want to join me on? You're going to leave me alone on the black man chant? Leave me. The church is...
Oh my god.
The church is to blame for a lot. I would say a lot of things. I'd blame it on the church. The only thing the church ever did for me was show me how good untoasted bagels are with cream cheese.
What? What do you mean?
I had my first untoasted bagel at
In a
church.
church?
Yeah. And that shit saved me.
But it's not as good as a toasted bagel.
But it's different. It's a different snack. It's chewy. It's a chewy snack.
Yeah, but if you toast a bagel just right, you got the chew and the
If you've
crunch.
only ever had toasted and you have one untoasted, it hits different, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
It's soft, it's chewy, it's not breaking the roof of your mouth. It's a relief. You get to praise God
You're
without
so
bleeding.
old. You're such an old lady. It's not ripping the roof of my mouth. Like toasted bread.
Oh no, I can't even bite anymore. I've reached prime biting age. I miss when I could bite and not care. There used to be
yeah.
a time when the roof of my mouth didn't have a pain in the world. Now I feel every crunch.
Now you're like soft bread for me,
Every
please.
tortilla is an enemy in my eyes. I can't do it, dude. You know it's bad when you want just a little crunch in your sandwich.
What's the hardest we've left? I don't know, but right now.
Maybe. No, when we were selling sniffs.
Oh my god. So
When
Kim was
we're-
down. How much were you down? $200,
$250, something like that.
So
in Vegas recently, it's Gangfest.
and she had the nastiest shoes on that she'd been walking everywhere in, like house slippers that she was walking on Fremont Street with.
Yeah,
If you want to see somebody suck her toe, check out her Instagram probably, or
Not yet.
or
Not yet. It's going behind the paywall. I don't know. It's not for the free. I'll tell you that much.
But so we started selling dollar sniffs, $5 for a deep one.
On my slipper by the slot machines, by the zoo slot machine. We sat for 2 hours.
3:30 a.m. till 5:30 a.m.
Yeah.
The sweet selling time.
I almost got into a fight with a prostitute.
Yeah. Which I'm on her side because she's actually selling something of value.
And I'm selling sniffs of my foot.
Get your dollar sniffs, $5 for a deep one.
$1, $5 for a deep one, $5 for a deep one. And then someone would like think about it and I go, come on, buddy, today's price is not tomorrow's price.
You're like Pusha T, butt of sniffs.
Butt of sniffs. I'm the Pusha T of sniffs. The Pusha T of sniffs.
That was so funny. She got 100. No, 102.
I got $102. I got $100 from a fan and $2 from Colin Terrell. And both took a sniff. You kept telling me that the fan was going to come back all weekend and get his change. He's like, you owe me 62 more sniffs.
You owe me 19 deep ones.
Hey, I still have 19 deep ones. I go, can't you just take 18 and a half really deep ones? 8.5 really deepers.
Just do it right now.
Can you take 4 extremely deeps and get out of my face? I want you to take 2 huffs for life and get out.
The prostitute called you white trash. Isn't that crazy? She called you white.
That's so rude.
She didn't even see that you had pigment.
That's so rude. That's how trashy I was. She's just like, this is a white person's behavior.
She's like, I'm not going to put any ethnic group on this.
Smelling sniffs of your feet is white behavior. I will say that came from my dad's side. That's from my dad's side. Yeah,
that was so funny.
Oh, man. And I made $1 or $2.
That's like the lowest form of prostitution possible is sniffs of your feet.
I think it's worth it.
And it's Vegas, baby.
Is it the lowest form? I think your pussy is.
Is a lower form?
Yes. Then some dude hasn't been. I can get $100 for sucking a dick, or I can have $100 for some dude sniffing my slipper. Which one's a lower form to you?
No, I mean,
Me
like, which is a better
on a
form? No,
knob?
which is better? It's less work for you, but getting less for your money. Like literally, there's no contact. It's just the fragrance of
It's lower
feet.
for them, not for me.
Yeah.
So it should be less trashy than being a prostitute, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but there's something like scammy about it. It's like a prostitute at least like
gives you pussy.
There was pussy. There was an ejaculation involved.
Yeah, there is pussy. There's the feet version of pussy, and there's the smell of it. It's
And
like
there's
if I rub
fucking
my
weirdos.
pussy on a shirt and sold sniffs on it.
Yeah, there's fucking
Sniffs
weirdos.
on my pussy. Sniffs on my pussy. $5 for a deep one.
$5 for a deep, there would be a market for that.
Yeah, it looks like someone just blew their nose into a t-shirt. Sniffs of a $5 for a deep one. I think that's it. I think we're done. Hormoz, where can people find you?
At Not Hormones.
Hell yeah.
On social media.
And your podcast.
Oh, and Dogs of Browntown. It's me, Saul Trujillo, and Joel Jimenez, Joelberg. We do a podcast where we just talk shit. And that's called Dogs of Browntown. And we got Dirty at 10:30, November 1st. I don't know when this is coming out, but the next one's November 1st. Come check it out. It's a fucking awesome show at the Comedy Store Belly Room. Make
sure you guys go support my boy Hormoz. He's one of the funniest guys ever. He deserves the love. And check me out on patreon.com/Kim Congdon, twitch.tv/QueenCong1, KimCongdon.com for show dates and merch. And check out my other podcast with Sarah Weinschenk called This Bitch Podcast, anywhere you find podcasts. Shout out to Mastermynd, Mark, for letting us use his studios. And what am I forgetting? Am I forgetting anything? I think that's it. Instagram at Kim Congdon. I'll see y'all next week.